Good afternoon. My name is Beraha. I am the marketing director for Amazonas Tour, which is the official tourism board for the state of Amazonas, the largest Amazonian state in Brazil.
Now everyone knows the Amazon, but Amazonas, that's you mentioned it's the largest state. Um, 98% of it is covered in the Amazon.
The Amazonas state, which usually is confusing in Brazil for foreigners to go in Brazil, because Amazonas is the name of the state, and the Amazon region, which is much larger than just our state. Our state covers about 1.5 million square kilometers, of which 98% are preserved forest, for preserved jungle, and there's other 6 states that actually form the Amazon region in Brazil.
And what are the key features of the tourist experience coming to your state, to Amazonas?
Well, when you come to the Amazon, you can find a lot of things that people find and usually they don't expect to find there. For example, ecotourism is very strong, of course. We also have sports fishing, bird watching. We have a lot of adventure tourism, and then we have luxury, also luxury travel, and we have cultural aspects of the city Manaus particularly, and we have folklore, which is very extensive, and we have the largest regional folklore festival in Brazil, which is held in the island of Parintins.
Can you tell us a bit about that festival? What does it involve?
Absolutely, it involves two clubs. Let's put it this way, represented by two oxen, one red color and one blue color, and the island of Parintins is strictly divided in half. Half is red, half is blue, and for 3 days, which is the last weekend in June every year, there's the competition where both sides show their best presentation folklore, and it's always involving uh, tales of the forest, and legends and tales of the forest, and the creatures that are supposed to be there in the myth created by the forest. And it's a very lively competition and a very fair competition, and it's a spectacle to see, which I would like to invite everybody to come and see whenever possible.
And 2014 as well. You're going to be the first time World Cup is going to be hosted in the Amazon.
Correct. Manaus has been chosen the city to host games for the 2014 World Cup, and we should have, actually we are underway with constructing a new stadium and all the infrastructure prepared to welcome the guests that are coming to attend the games.
And how do you think that will help long term with the region?
We believe that it will help Amazonas currently improve the entire infrastructure in hotels and restaurants and venues, and also on roads and streets and everything that's it's been in need for quite some time. And this is a good, let's put it this way, a good excuse to do it, as long as we have the consciousness not to overdo it. Otherwise, we end up with white elephants afterwards. But the government is doing a good job, and the Secretary of Tourism, she is also very conscious about not overdoing anything, and the government is working towards staying within reason, so that we don't have anything that's going to go to waste afterwards.
And how do you see this fitting with the overall strategy of your region? It's very much you've pitched yourself as a green destination. It's very much about preservation of the forest and using tourism as a force for good.
Absolutely. The use of the forest in a sustainable way, it's the way to go with tourism. Nothing stops us from going into it, explore it, not exploit it, but explore it, and take the best out of the forest. See all the good stuff that we can learn from it. There's a lot of hidden secrets in there, medical and so on and so forth. A lot of plants and vegetables there that still are to be uncovered or discovered, and you can use a lot of the features of the forest for waterfalls and what we have plenty of that too, and then we have tree climbing that all can be done without actually hurting the forest and preserving it after all.
Now, your green efforts were awarded on Saturday at the World Travel Awards.
That's right, that's right. We were chosen, and we received this award, which brings more responsibility to us once We have this recognition, and we absolutely have to carry on with the responsibility of preserving what is so dear for everybody in the world.
Now, as a traveller, if I wanted to come to the Amazon, what are the routes in there?
There are several options to come to Brazil. You can come through the United States. We have international flights coming from Miami or Atlanta. Depends on where you're coming from. You can use also Panama as a gateway to Brazil, and then we have different entryways in Brazil with different European airlines and Brazilian airlines, either through São Paulo, Rio, Brasilia, Recife, Fortaleza, and Natal. So there's ample possibilities of coming and visiting us and reaching Manaus.
Now, Brazilian Airlines, they're still expensive, but there's a burgeoning market for low-cost carriers.
Yes.
How do you see airlines as being the key to helping unlock the potential of your region?
Because it's such a large country, we need the airlines to continue work on what they have been doing lately, which is reducing airfares for not only for Brazilians but for all guests that come to visit Brazil. There's new airlines coming up in Brazil, and they're being presenting new features in terms of rates and airlines and flights. There's new connections from different spots in Brazil coming directly to Manaus, which makes it a lot easier for people to reach. So prices are going down, there's more offer, and there's a lot of demand, so things are looking up.
Okay, Andre, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity, and in the name of our state and the name of the government of Amazonas, thank you very much for the award and for the recognition of a tremendous destination, which is the Amazon. Thank you.